Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Egan, reporting from the battle zone outside of Wichita, Kansas, in the heartland of America. Nearby, human and Axon forces have engaged Mir Raiders in an all-out battle which will determine the fate of human and Axon races. 18 months ago, an interstellar spacecraft landed on Earth as part of an exploratory mission to this part of the galaxy. On board were Axons, a technologically advanced and friendly race from the planet Kar. The governments of Earth and Kar were eager to establish trade relations, so a group of emissaries from Earth was sent to Kar as part of a cultural exchange, and a group of Axons remained here on Earth. As luck would have it, I was chosen to go to Kar. For the next 2 years, I found myself immersed in Axon culture as I traveled across Kar, interviewing Axons from all walks of life. I came away from these interviews with a deep appreciation of the Axons and their culture. While on Kar, I learned of the Mir, a belligerent species that survived by hijacking Kar trade ships and attacking Kar colonies. Decades ago, the Mir had been driven out of Axon space and had not been heard from since. All good things must come to an end, and so too did my stay on Kar. All too soon I found myself reluctantly boarding a ship bound for Earth, carrying with me hundreds of hours of recordings of my travels on Kar. Our return trip was uneventful. That is, until we entered the Earth's solar system. Upon dropping out of hyperspace, we received a radio message from Earth warning us that a race calling themselves the Mir had attacked population centers from across the globe and were in the process of establishing a beachhead. Humans and Axons listened to the message in shock and horror. Contact was finally reestablished with the Axons that had chosen to stay on Earth. They had been able to evade detection by the Mir, but time was quickly running out. A resistance movement of Axon and human forces had been formed and was planning to counterattack the Mir. Help was desperately needed. The captain of our ship swiftly contacted Kar to inform his superiors of what had transpired and to request that reinforcements be sent immediately. It was then that we learned that the Mir had attacked Kar as well. All of the military forces were committed to stopping the Mir invasion at all costs, so no help would be forthcoming. We were on our own. Selar, the ship's master engineer, was able to modify our navigational shield so that we could evade the Mir blockade ship orbiting Earth. We landed undetected outside of Wichita, Kansas, and a recon force of human and Axon personnel were sent out to contact the leaders of the resistance. Without hesitation, I volunteered for this hazardous duty since I was very familiar with the area around Wichita. We were able to escape detection by the Mir for most of our journey, and had progressed within a few kilometers of our rendezvous point when we were attacked by a large group of the Mir. Heavy fighting ensued, and there were casualties suffered on both sides. It was apparent that something needed to happen in order for the surviving members to escape, so I volunteered to act as a diversion. I ran off, firing my gun wildly in the air in hopes of drawing off the Mir. My ruse worked, and I found myself being followed by the surviving members of the Mir squad. Eventually, I found my way to this building on the outskirts of Wichita. I think I have lost the Mir, but I cannot be certain. My only hope is that this recording is found by friendly forces in the event that I am captured by the Mir. People of Earth, I think the Mir have found me. Carry on the fight. This is James Egan, signing off.
Story. I thought I should bring you some dinner.
Oh, great, thanks. I was getting hungry.
So, how's the story coming?
Really good. I'm just trying to figure out how to save James, the lead character.
Oh, by all means, save James. I think he sounds rather cute.